Hey guys, so today we're going to be talking about the sugar factory drama. Do you not know what the sugar factory drama is? I will tell you. I'll give you lore, I'll give you background information. I did surface level research on this, so don't take me too seriously. I'm not a professional in the sugar factory, but I got you, girl. So, basically, I've been seeing that this video is going viral on TikTok, and it's basically of 3 children being sent to the hospital. They're in an ambulance, and then the reason why was because they went to the sugar factory. And what would cause, is it food poisoning? No. They served giant gauntlet drinks, which they're really big for drinks. I'll show you a picture. 2 kids. Yeah, they were supposed to be virgin drinks, and they weren't. And it was for someone's birthday, and they all had to go to the hospital. I don't think that, especially because the drinks are bigger than the children, that might have been part of the problem. Just saying. And also, I feel like, I have applied to work at this place. I am a server, and I would love to work there, but I don't know if after this video they will want me, so we're putting that out there. Anyway, as someone who has worked in the service industry for on and off for 10 years, I am a server currently. I have opinions. I feel like I have very interesting opinions that some other people probably don't have. So we're gonna talk. So basically, if you guys are what is the sugar factory? It's basically a chain of bars. That is the easiest way, the base level way of saying it. But a lot of people don't realize it is a chain of bars. They do think it's more like a cheesecake factory. Basically, it's themed, candy themed, and there's you can buy candy in the front. Hey guys, so currently I'm editing this video, and I kind of can't find very much of the candy theming, and I feel like it's a Mandela effect. But also, when this place was most popular was 10 years ago. It was cool in 2014, so maybe they did theme it to be more modern, I guess, because it doesn't look like they all look pretty much like a regular bar restaurant now. Restaurant with a small candy area on the front. It doesn't look candy themed as much as it used to. It doesn't look that childish. It looks actually pretty adult, to be honest. And then there's tables and stuff, and you can literally it's like a restaurant. It is main part's a restaurant. It's a full bar, right? And they're known for these huge drinks. BBQs are also known for them. Applebee's also does them, but these ones are supposed to be very elaborate. They're smoky, they're artistic, they're very Instagram, they're giving Instagram. And they used to be really popular, maybe I assume 10 years ago. Because I remember the Kardashians used to go there. Everyone used to have their birthday parties there. It was a really, really popular place. I don't feel like they're as popular now, but they did just open one in Times Square. They did have one before, and they shut it down. It was just a candy store, but now they have a full bar. And a lot of the time, at least the times I've seen them, they have been in casinos. So they are for adults. They're just candy themed. And so because of the candy theming, some parents just don't look too much further into it. And they don't realize it's a bar. They do think it's more like a cheesecake factory. And a lot of people have their birthday parties there. Kids' birthday parties there. And here's the thing that we're going to talk about. I feel like everyone is just well, that place isn't for kids, and you shouldn't take your kids there. Yes, fine, great, but let's just get it. Let's just be honest with ourselves. Take a middle. The intended audience is probably girlies like me who do TikToks and Instagram and wants to take pictures with their drinks, but also wants to get fucked up at they're not cheap, by the way, but they want to get fucked up at a reasonable price, right? It's for the girls and the gays, basically, right? And that's the audience they want. They want I want to take a picture here, I'm going to have a drink or two, and then leave. The food is not the main thing, I don't think. I've never heard anything about the Sugar Factory's food, so I don't think that that's the main part at all. And I'm sorry if that was me. I don't know. They might have the best food in the world, and I do not know. I am sorry, but I've never heard anyone talk about their food. So I know it's for the drinks, right? And also they're elaborate, they're cute. They are the definition of an Instagram drink. And they're sugary, so if you can't handle alcohol, they're really, really good. You can't there's a lot of alcohol in it, but you cannot taste the alcohol. I'm assuming that they do Actually, I don't know because it's so big. I don't know if they do like a 2-ounce pour. And if it's a 2-ounce pour with such a big gauntlet, I don't think that it's very strong. Not that kids should be drinking it at all, but I don't know how strong it is. I don't really want to go and look into that. Maybe if you guys want to search it up and let me know like how much ounces of alcohol, or if you work there and you want to tell me how much ounces of alcohol is in the gauntlets, let me know because I'm just curious. I might honestly, for research purposes, maybe I'll go and drink some. That is the audience they want, but the audience they do have at this point, I think it is. Here's the thing: it was a place that was popular 10 years ago. I assume the business has died, and so sometimes you have to pivot, right? And if kids want to come there and they want to do birthday parties there, kids parties tend to be like, let's just say like typically like 10 people or more, right? There are a lot of fucking people that come. The adults come. There's obviously the kids, like they can't go by themselves. So let's say it's a place that does like automatic gratuity, which is automatic tip, right? That is automatic money for the company. It's automatic money for the servers and the bartenders. It is something that like, even if genuinely the company probably did not want kids going there, when you are a business, you do have to take that business, right? Like that might not be your main like just because, putting this out here, just a lot of marketing people kind of don't realize this. Sometimes the customers you get versus the customers you want are not the same customers. They need money. We're starting to get into a recession. They need money, okay? And if kids want to come, like a lot of people visit, like for example, New York City with their kids, and it's cute, and it is a very much like, we'll go there during a vacation type of place. So, you know, like I think they want the tourists, because obviously, then why would you put yourself in like a casino and stuff? They want the fun drinkers, but now they have a bunch of kids, right? And here's the thing. I don't know how their bar is set up. As someone I've never been a bartender. I've dated a few bartenders. And I've worked at restaurants that have bars. Some bars have what is called a service bar. And a service bar basically is just any table order. Camera's overheating. A service bar is basically where only the drinks from the table go to the machine. So basically like one person all night is only making drinks for tables. Especially if it's a full restaurant and a full bar, you do need someone making the drinks at the service. They need a service well. It's just easier that way. Because if someone is also the bartender on the tape, like on the bar, and the bar's completely full, you can't expect one person to do all the bar tabs and all the table tabs. Some places do make you do both, even if it's busy, and those places tend to have more mistakes because there's so many tickets. Also, if the manager is someone who's going to come in and be like, oh, like nitpicky and be like, oh, you need to have faster ticket times, you need to hurry up, it's busy, then you're more likely to have mistakes, right? Also, there's a chance that someone put it in, like, here's the thing too. Here's the part. The server might have put in the drinks wrong. Places, you have to pick the drink, and then you pick either if it's, just in my hand. You pick the drink, and then you pick if it's a virgin or a regular, right? But some places, they have like, and I think this is smarter, having like a selection where you pick, okay, you have mocktails, and then you pick the drink, and then having like a liquor section too. It just kind of depends on how their POS, which is like the sales system or like the way you put in orders, is set up. Every place is different. And I could see so many places where this went wrong. Like, I don't know if it's like the server messed up, which could be possible. The bar might have messed up. It might have been such a busy night that like they didn't read the tickets correctly. There's so much things that could have gone wrong in this scenario. And the thing too is, I think that if you are a place that caters to both, like even if you don't cater, if you have customers that are kids. My camera overheated, but we're back. And I did a little bit more research because I let it cool down for like 20 minutes. Okay. The things I learned about Sugar Factory Atlanta, not the best things in the world. So basically, service-wise, apparently this place sucks. This location sucks. And on top of that, and I feel like, okay, I don't know. This is the theory, and I don't know because I've never been to Atlanta, but like the idea I have of Atlanta is it's a lot of black people. And I'm saying this is a half black girl, okay? There's a lot of black people, and I feel like and black people, I'm not gonna lie to you, if you go into a restaurant, and I've experienced this as a server too, a lot of, especially black older people, do not tip. They don't tip, but they do ask for a lot. They ask for, like, they'll have you running around the whole restaurant, figuring out the whole menu for every single item, and they don't tip, right? Apparently Sugar Factory in Atlanta has automatic gratuity, even if it's parties of two. So, yeah, and it does seem like, with a bit of stories, the negative stories, that they might be understaffed because people aren't going back to their tables. Maybe they're just shitty servers. But, yeah. And then I also looked at, like, some of the menus and stuff like that. The menu is extensive. It is huge. So it is, honestly, it puts the sugar, like, what is it? Sugar Factory, no. The Sugar Factory puts the Cheesecake Factory to shame because it has so much shit that I kind of feel bad for, like, the servers and the kitchen staff, because there's so much shit that I feel like there's no way that they know all the ingredients. They would be able to learn it. Even in a smaller menu, it's really hard to learn menu items, so I don't think that, like, there are probably people who get allergic reactions because of how big that fucking menu is. Just a theory, though, but, like, just a food theory. Because it is a huge menu. And then I looked at the drinks, and I knew they were going to be kind of expensive. So the regular drinks are priced at around $26. Scotland drinks with alcohol are priced $45, and non-alcoholic is priced $40, right? That is pretty steep. Honestly, I would get a $47 drink though if that's all I'm drinking the whole night. But I have also, like, some of the videos are saying that they're a little watered down. I assume, even though they're like, I think they're like 26 ounces, they're still doing a 2-ounce pour. So, quality-wise, it is definitely a chain. It's a place that you go maybe once, maybe twice. It's not somewhere you go every fucking week. And it's very obvious that the business probably, it's not as popular as it was in like 2014, 2015. And so the quality has probably gone down so that they can make more money. And it's very obvious. And I'm assuming, maybe here's the thing. I assume, here's my assumption, theories, that they were probably understaffed. I do really want to hear the story from the server's point of view. And if he does or she does come out with their story, I do want to talk about that. But I assume that it seems like the Atlanta one has a huge dining room. And so I think that they were probably understaffed. And like when you're in a rush and you're putting in orders, you might put it in wrong. And I do think that it was put in wrong. And I don't think that it was the bartenders. But even the bar does not look like it has both a service well and like a regular bartender, which is kind of overwhelming for people who work there, and also kind of sucks for the customers because when it's set up that like chaotically and when there's all those things, I think that there's a lot of mistakes being made. And it's just a theory from like what I'm looking at, like just working at restaurants, looking how big the menu is and stuff, and the bad reviews. It just, I don't know what happened that night, but 3 kids did get served alcohol. You know, and that is dangerous. Like, that is a very, very dangerous thing. I would say I think they just need to staff more people or, like, slow down. Like, it's so much stuff to do. And I understand maybe there's sections, again, staffing more people would help. Like, if you have such a big section, you can't handle it, because some people cannot handle a big section. Some people can. Some people can't. Right now, since I just started a new job, I don't feel like I handle tables as well as I did at my old job, and that's because I'm not used to it. So imagine being new and then having the whole full section to yourself. It probably would have been overwhelming. And then people ask about what's in this and what's in this in the food, and if it's like 1,000 pages long of a menu, you're probably freaking out a little bit. And you probably or if the order is coming in too fast, like if it's a large party and you're writing it down. I don't know if they write down theirs or I don't know if they write down their orders and then go to the POS, or they take the POS with them, because Toast, you can have a hand, it looks kind of like a phone and you can put it in. But it doesn't seem like they have Toast. It looks like from my little bit of research and zooming into things, it looked like they have like probably like Aloha, something older, like something where you did have to like go in and put it in. I think I figured out which POS system they use. I think it's Clover, because I went on the website and looked at the Clover POS, and this is how it looks, so it's exactly the same. I do know that Clover does have handheld devices, but I'm not sure if this location or this place does have any of those handhelds. I do know more about Toast than I do Clover, but it was very easy to use when I did use it. So there's a chance that like if you're busy, you probably rush to put in the order. If you're busy, there's a chance you wrote down the order wrong. Like there's just, or maybe when they were adding more to the bill, they saw, ooh, I did definitely give them alcohol. I don't know. At that point, though, is it better to have said, because I think it's really brave for the guy or girl, the server, to have told them, yeah, I fucked up. That has alcohol in it. Because that's terrifying to do. Like, I at least in my opinion, to do, and some people would not have done the right thing and would not have told them. I also wonder, because the girl didn't say if her meal was comped or anything. I hope her meal was comped. The ticket prices, like everything at that place, because it is kind of a tourist trap, is expensive. I saw like the average like food price is like $20 for stuff, and then obviously the drinks are like $40. So like I guess I would assume their average ticket prices are around $300. So that is not a cheap place to get. And then the hospital's not cheap either. So like that, I hope she got her money's worth, and like I hope that they saw it. But yeah, basically like I just don't know, this whole thing kind of, it's like, and because this location has such a bad reputation, it's like, is it a management problem? It could also be a management problem. There are so much things that could be wrong with it. There's nothing that seems like they're going right with this. The only ones that I saw that are really good reviews on these are influencer videos, and that is kind of a red flag to me, even as someone who does like TikTok, YouTube, Instagram. If only influencers are saying positive things about your establishment, that means it's probably not very good. And because like sometimes, yes, we do, like I've been asked to come to a restaurant and you get free food, but sometimes they do pay you, so that's the thing too, like. And in order to be in good standing with other restaurants, you do want to give good feedback, even if the food isn't good. Or like, you won't say your bad part. You wouldn't say, hey, especially when you're not paying for it, you're not gonna be like, hey, I waited 30 minutes for your food. Obviously, you're not gonna feel the same way that you would feel if you paid for it. You know what I mean? Like, you're like a lot more patient because it's not you per se. It's a very complicated and nuanced thing, but honestly, they fucked up. Like, that's it. They fucked up. And now it's a viral thing. And so, what do you fucking do with that? No, I would say, honestly, it's viral, but it's not like a million trillion views viral. It's like medium viral right now. And I would say, maybe as a company, don't acknowledge it. Like, which is not the best advice, honestly. But, like, it just seems that way because it's not viral enough for them. Because if they go ahead and they tell people this went viral and we're sorry about that, that'll bring attention to how many times has this happened, how many times in different locations have they accidentally give alcohol when they weren't supposed to, when they read the ticket wrong, when they did, like, it just opens Pandora's box in like a way that you don't want it to be opened at all. I also hope that the server didn't lose their job, but there's a huge chance that they did, because it seems like, because she said like, oh yeah, he came a few times to drop the food. That means that he probably had been around and it took him a while to realize this. And also sometimes, especially in the bit, like, because it looks like a really, really big restaurant, there are servers and then there's runners. And if you guys don't know what, some people who don't work in the service industry don't realize that there's different parts. So a runner, such busser, is just the person who just drops off the food and then cleans up plates afterwards. They don't actually take orders or anything. There's a chance that they, like, someone else ran the drinks and so they didn't realize. But here's the thing, if it's another thing where I'm like, I think this is a service staff problem, is if you see a ticket, right, and it says 7 alcoholic, whatchamacallit, and then you put it down and they say, oh, who is it for? And you see a kid, wouldn't you take it back at that point? I mean, not everyone has common sense, but I would think that you would take it back at the point where you say, wait a minute, wait a damn minute. I feel like this, like, honestly, this exact scenario, right, because I assume that they had drinking a bunch of the drink by this point, could have been avoided. Like, there's no way that everyone was that dumb. Like, there's like 3 possible, so like the server didn't get it, the bartender didn't get it, the runner didn't get it, or like the server again didn't get it. I don't know, because like sometimes you run your own drinks. Like, there's so many levels of, like, I feel so conflicted with this, because like there's so many levels of fuck up. Like, there's so many levels of like someone fucked up that like it's just unbelievable. And yeah, like they're like, maybe let's not do kid parties at Sugar Factory because it is a bar at the end of the day. But that's not even the point, because what if that's not like, for example, if someone came in and they're like an alcoholic and they're trying to be on an alcohol-free journey and they still want to hang out with their friends, you just ruined their alcohol journey. I mean, I guess technically sobriety is based on, if you think it's based on intention, so that's a whole different can of worms also that I could maybe talk about one day. But you might fuck up someone's sobriety. You might give there's been so many cases of, because non-alcoholic alcohol is a thing, that doesn't mean that it's not alcohol. It's like they go through, it's a very tedious and dumb process of making alcohol that has alcohol in it alcohol free. So some people will drink alcohol free drinks even if they're in sobriety or pregnant or whatever. And like there have been so many cases like where people, because NA drinks are new, right? Like it's not, they haven't been around long, and a lot of the places that are now stocking it, it's pretty new. Like honestly, most, like the place I used to work at doesn't have non-alcoholic, and the place I work at now has 1 non-alcoholic beer. We can also do mocktails, obviously, like with, but not with alternative alcohol, like alcohol for alcohol, but like just like take the basically just take the alcohol out and it's a mocktail. But I don't know. I feel like that's so dangerous. Like there's so many problems here. I feel like this location is just a mess. And like I hope, because you don't like and it's like how many times has this happened? This is my question. I don't know. I don't, at the end of the day, I don't know how to feel about this. I don't think that this video is very cohesive. It's very much a thought piece and me commentating, but it's not the most cohesive way of me talking about it, especially because my camera overheated. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoy this video. If you have any thoughts, things you want to say about this, if you've been a server at Sugar Factory, like there's so much, let's just yap. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoy this video, and I'll see you guys in the next one, which I don't know when this is, but again, I also don't even know what channel I'm putting this up on. I might be putting it up on my vlog channel though. I think that's the vibe. So I'll talk to you guys. Bye.